Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick look here again at Solana, seeing what's going on. This is interesting, the way that the shape, the patterns are forming here, and the shape of the chart here for Solana is slightly better than Bitcoin. Again, it's a consolation at the very least, but the truth is Solana responded very well to Bitcoin coming back up yesterday, but also just washed away all the potential profits there. So I was hoping to have closed our long this morning and opened a short, but unfortunately, the market had different strategies there. I even got up extra early just to make sure that happened. But hey, you never truly know. Asian markets on Sunday nights can be very crazy. As we can see here, they pumped it and dumped it as per usual. So we're kind of getting used to this process, right? And as we continue to get used to that, you grow thicker skin. Okay. So again, I wanted to say this to my community here. Those who are watching that are part of it, I can say, hey, nobody's perfect, right? As we already very well know. And again, there can be streaks in trading too as well. But as far as stop losses are concerned, try to be careful adjusting your stop loss too low. They're there for a reason. While it's not great to have to hit a stop loss, as we can kind of see already, majority of our stop losses that have been hit have been the price is much lower than that too. So you'd be in a much worse position hadn't we used those. So just keep that in mind. Another thing too, Premium Plus group here, doing very, very well. Again, day trading is probably the way to go right now, truthfully. Swing trading is very difficult. Okay, so XRP, seeing some nice profit there. Ethereum, Litecoin, Chainlink, Solana, Ethereum, Link, Solana, Data, Matic. I mean, the list kind of goes on here, of course. And again, just a different strategy, right? So I'm not saying to short everything, but you're going to have much more success right now taking shorts than longs. It's just that it's hard to want to justify a short right now when it does feel like we're at the bottom. However, Bitcoin is exuding some different qualities there, and it does look like Bitcoin's going to want to pull back further. So if that is the case, then we can presume that Solana will do the same thing as well. So let's go ahead and start with our weekly analysis here, just kind of make sure we got a baseline here of what's going on with the weekly time frame, because it's important to note that when we looked at this last week, we're testing the 50-day SMA. Sorry, that's the 20-day SMA. That's never a good sign to be underneath that. Now, I'm not saying that the price of Solana is just going to continue to drop. It could very well recover, but there's a stronger probability that we're going to see further downside because we're underneath that supporting factor. It's not a support level per se, but it's a supporting factor. The one thing we do need to recognize, though, just to kind of quickly do it here, let's go ahead and get this in perspective. As far as volume, ever since we've entered this range of $130 or higher, we've seen the most amount of average positions at 144. So hypothetically right now, again, based on this sentiment, could be a good place to take a long because that's a support level for us. Okay. So again, when you look at volume, it speaks very loud. And at this point here, we can recognize that that very well could be the bottom for Solana, right? Keep in mind, Bitcoin continues lower, which looks like it's going to happen. Solana will very well continue lower. Okay. So again, we got more working against us than for us, but it's just something to recognize. We are over 50 on the RSI, which is generally nice, but money flow index is coming down. Stochastic swinging down. You want to trust stochastic RSIs on larger time frames because they carry more weight. So at this point, it's still swinging down. There's no reason why the price action shouldn't continue lower. Okay, taking a look at the daily time frame. See if there's any shift in momentum here. Probably not. We got a bearish engulfing candle here so far for today. Granted, that's easy to do with low volume over the weekend, but at this point, we're still under 50 on the RSI. Okay, until we get above that level, we have no reason to kind of warrant a long position. Now back here, of course, when the price action was supposed to kind of break above with the Fed meeting, it was a much different story, right? We had a lot of good momentum, broke some nice trend lines there, and got a good old false positive there for Bitcoin. So a lot of folks, including us, got kind of hit by that, and that's very normal. So don't feel like that's a weird thing at all. It's hard to anticipate. The market's been very, very janky lately, ever since big money's been involved. So again, it's just super choppy behavior. All the more reason why low leverage and low position size is important. We're not getting truly destroyed as a community because of that. Yes, we took a few stop losses here recently with our swing trades, but it's not the end of the world. We can work back up from it, right? The people that are having trouble is those who adjust their stop loss lower and keep adding to their margin. Be very careful doing that. I would recommend isolated margin over cross margin. It's just less risky. Okay? Again, it's just me being risk averse. Take a look here. Stochastic RSI is swinging up here on the daily. So again, that's generally a favorable sign, letting us know we should see a shift in momentum. But that happened because we bottomed out after being overextended, and we had 2 green days over the weekend. Try not to trust weekend trading. It's a extremely ugly thing in most cases. So until we break above this descending trend line, I don't think there's a reason to consider a long position. So look at the 4-hour though. This could tell us a slightly different story. We are above and below the 20-day SMA right there. but for the moment, basically below. So we're below all moving averages, not a good sign. We're below this descending trend line. We're now under 50 on the RSI. We spent, 8 hours above the RSI there at 50, so that was really mostly just a false positive. Again, market's doing a lot of this here. Just ripsaw up and down, just making sure that any high leverage longs or shorts get destroyed. See in this here too, stochastic swinging down. There's no reason why we shouldn't presume the price is going to continue lower. Same thing with the MACD here too. We're almost diverged, letting us know that further downside makes sense. So again, this is a standard type of situation where the price works itself into a descending type of wedge, continues to retest lower highs and parallel lows, inevitably to break to the downside. That's generally the direction it should head. Now again, I'm not saying that we can't still recover here. Bitcoin could stabilize for a little while, but Bitcoin is looking very weak. And even though Solana is looking slightly better than Bitcoin, if you look at the charts here, Bitcoin, went sideways and then up a little bit, whereas Solana went sideways and up a lot. That's a good sign. All the more reason why shorting this coin is a very, 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 very bad idea in most cases. But again, taking it along is a bad idea too, right? This is kind of the market we're in. So we don't have the true confirmation that the price is going to recover. Anyways, let's take a quick look here and we'll call it a day. Ichimoku cloud. We are now basically below the cloud. Conversion lines below the baseline. Lag and spans free and clear. So this is 3 out of 3 reasons why taking a long position is a bad idea right now. If you want to consider a long position, I would insist on waiting until the price is back over 148. That's really what it boils down to. I'd put us closer to breaking this descending trend line, which it wouldn't truly be a break. It would kind of be a break of this shorter term trend line that we're seeing here, and that would put us in a position above the cloud. So that's again a favorable sign, but we're not there yet, right? Every time we get there, Bitcoin hits the old reset button. So please be careful. Maybe watch my Bitcoin videos so you can kind of see where that guy's at. It's no surprise it's been pulling back for the last 5 or 6 days. And again, it's just the way that it goes sometimes, folks. This is trading 101. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. I think I've said that before. So I can say that at this point, just keep your head on a swivel. I would say less is more for the moment until we have full confirmation. At this point, though, we should expect the price to break down because of Bitcoin. That's really what the foundation of knowledge is there. Okay. All right. Hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. I do have, my playout charts on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord if you're curious. Shorts on TikTok and YouTube as well. So be sure to check that out. If you do want to become a better trader, jump on over to CryptoCache.tech. I do have a trading academy, community, and signals group. And again, while our swing trades have been suffering lately, there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Our day trades have been killing it. Okay, so again, there is still room for profit. It really just depends on what kind of trader you are. So, pick your poison there. Let me know what works best for you. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. Take care.